Cooper Realty and Fred Sponseller are proud to offer the historic Hearns and Rawlings Mill in Seaford, Delaware for sale. This offering has 3 parcels. Parcel number 1 is 1.2 acres and contains the mill and warehouses. Parcel number 2 is 1.16 acres across Route 13A from the mill and is unimproved. Parcel number 3 is 0.37 acres, improved by grain silos. The mill was built during the mid-1800s and was located on Herring Creek, just below Clear Brook. It was best known as Cannon's and Ross's Mill. A fire destroyed the mill in 1879, but after being rebuilt, Marcellus Hearn purchased it in 1885. The mill became known as Hearns Mill, and Clear Brook became known as Hearns Pond. In 1916, the mill was owned and operated by George H. Hearn and Mary C. Rawlings, son and daughter of Marcellus Hearn. The mill was then given its lasting name, Hearn and Rawlings Flour Mill. Members in the Hearn and Rawlings family operated the mill for 120 years. In 1999, the mill was purchased and is now known as the UNOI Grain Mill. On May 22, 1978, the mill was listed in the National Register of Historic Places. The grinding process. The original mill of the 1800s was equipped with powered turbine wheels fed by Clear Brook. The wheels supplied power for the grinding stones, which produced the cornmeal and flour. After the fire in 1879, the mill was equipped with a set of rolls, which replaced the grinding stone process for mixing flour. Because of bearing problems, though, these rolls were again replaced in the 1930s with 6 different sets, which are in actual use today. These rolls produce 1.5 barrels or 300 pounds of white dove flour per hour. The original cornstone used in the mid-1800s is still making the famous water-ground meal and has been sharpened with the same type tools and techniques employed long ago. In an 8-hour period, the stone can produce 2,000 pounds of cornmeal. In 1912, a new cement dam was constructed to better harness the water of the pond, and the turbine water wheels were replaced with 2 overshot wheels. At that time, this was the only water-powered mill of this type in operation throughout the state of Delaware. In rare cases of water shortage, the stone and flour rolls can be powered by electricity. The mill and one warehouse are framed buildings, sheathed in metal on brick footings. They stand on a dam which impounds a brook forming Hearns Pond, which is a branch of the Nanticoke River. After the fire of 1879, the new mill was equipped with a set of rollers which replaced the grinding stone process for mixing flour. Because of bearing problems, though, these rollers were again replaced in 1930 with 3 Monarch mill sets of steel rollers, which are in actual use today. The 2 overshot wheels were installed in 1912 and provided power assisted occasionally by an electric motor. The overshot wheels were deteriorated beyond repair and have been removed. At the present time, the UNOI grain mill is being operated by electricity due to the rust and corrosion of the overshot wheels. The restored mill would allow someone to teach and train children about the processes and operations of a flour mill. A variety of products from this rather antique facility includes wheat, shelled cracked corn, whole wheat flour, buckwheat flour, plain and self-rising white dove flour, and white yellow cornmeal, buckwheat pancake mix, bran, and middlings. The mill can also provide custom grinding and mixing for animal feeds. The process of making flour is not understood by many people. To bear witness, the average person that goes into a store to purchase bread never thinks about what it took to bring it about. The process of making flour is unique because you can see each stage in its development. and each stage can be utilized for various purposes. To begin the process, kernels of raw wheat are fed from the basement to the set of rollers on the right. Each set of rollers is a two-step process. The raw wheat is fed into the rear set of rollers, then sent upstairs by conveyor belt to be sifted, then down to the front rollers. From there, it is conveyed again to the second floor to be sifted again. At this stage, the raw wheat becomes cracked wheat, and after the second grind, it is called bran. Flour is extracted after each sifting. As the identical process continues, in the center set of rollers, the end result is called middlings. The third stage, the set of rollers on the right grind the middlings and stored flour into its final form, flour. The last step is to be conveyed. After a final sifting to the flour packing station, flour made at this mill is all natural. To schedule a tour or for more information, please contact Fred Sponseller at 302-258-6983. You can also email Fred at fred@fredsporch.com, or you can visit him at his website at www.fredsporch.com.